Tone Bell, everybody. Probably the most working actor in all of show business. I don't know why I try to act. There's not enough roles for me when Tone Bell's in town. When Tone goes on the road, I can do it a little better. I get some callbacks.
It's so weird to have this reputation.
It's incredible, dude. I don't know.
It's
I'm
wild,
proud
man.
of you.
Hey, man, I appreciate it.
How many pilots have you done, and how many series have you been on in the last few years, in total?
That made it to air, I want to say 6 scripted and 1 non, and then
That made it to air, full series.
full series. 6 that at least got 1 season,
And then a bunch of pilots.
and then 5 pilots. I
5
believe.
more pilots.
5 pilots. I did
All right,
go.
so take us through the shows that made it to air and did a season. We had Whitney.
Yeah, I came on season 2 of Whitney.
Okay.
So season 2, 16 episodes. I was in 13 of those.
Whitney Cummings and Crystalia.
Whitney Cummings, Crystalia.
You played Crystalia on that?
I was Crystalia.
You
Yeah.
were great.
Yeah, man. Couldn't
You
even
were
tell.
Very convincing.
Yeah, I thought the only person that did better than me when it was with a switch up like that was like Robert Downey Jr. in Tropic Thunder.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It was great.
Other than that, I mean, I think I would have won some awards. But yeah, I do a good Chris.
You do a really good Chris. I was up for Robert Downey Jr.'s role in that.
Were you?
And they said I was too white.
You would have killed that shit. Though.
Thank you.
You got the voice?
It's a loaded question. I'm gonna pass on that one. Okay, so then what else?
Whitney, and then after that was you may go in order or like just shows that made it to air.
Go in order of the shows that made it to air.
Okay, so Whitney, and then next was Bad Judge
With Kate Walsh, our mutual friend. I love Kate.
Kate's the best.
Kate dabbles in stand-up. Kate from Private Practice and from
Grey's Anatomy.
Grey's Anatomy.
Yep.
Dabbles in stand-up. You know
Yeah,
that?
yeah, she's good. She's good.
I got her a gig in Atlanta one time.
She's super silly too. So
Ridiculous.
Yeah,
She's the best.
she's great. Did she ever like? Did she ever do that to you? Like she?
I think she's probably done that. I wish you didn't do it to me.
Oh
right
yeah, I'm
now.
sorry.
It was
My
a little
bad.
bit uncomfortable.
My bad.
for me.
I looked you in the eyes too. My bad.
It
I'm
was
sorry.
really awkward for me.
Next time I do that to the world.
Thank you. You want to do that to the camera?
Yeah,
right there?
yeah.
Okay, I still didn't like it.
You didn't like it?
Nope.
You tell me if you like it.
People enjoyed it. At Tone Bell on Twitter. Follow along at Tone Bell.
At Tone Bell.
Okay, and then
Okay,
so
so Bad Judge.
What was the premise of that one?
She's a
bad judge.
It should be like badass judge because she was
okay.
like very fair but just unorthodox.
Got it.
I was a bailiff on that. Ryan Hansen was in that.
That was on ABC.
That was on NBC.
Right.
So
correct.
I did 3 in a row on NBC. I think I did 3 in a row on
Yeah,
NBC.
then you did that Mark Paul Gosselaar one.
Yep.
Which
So
was called
Truth Be Told.
Truth Be Told.
There's a new show called Truth Be Told right now on Apple or something, either Disney or Apple.
Not nice of them to do that.
But I'm hoping that people go back and watch that so I get this residual.
Oh, you have to catch it by accident.
Yeah.
Love that.
Truth Be Told, and then after that was
After that was
I think it was Disjointed.
Disjointed on Netflix. Kathy Bates.
Kathy
Chris
Bates,
Red.
Betsy
Who's on
Ciaro,
SNL now.
Michael Trucco, Nicole Sullivan. Oh man, that was
such a
Aaron
funny
Moten,
show.
I love that show.
That was a weed shop.
the Liz's. Yeah.
Kathy Bates opens a weed shop.
Yep, dispensary. Once I played the security guard on that one.
Bailiff and security guard.
There's a
You're
theme
being
going.
typecast there a little bit.
There's a theme going. You know, that's why I want to get out of wearing uniforms though.
I understand.
It was, you know what I mean? It's like I want to go to wardrobe too.
I asked you to bring your cop uniform today, but you were not interested.
I would not do it.
I understand
I would
that.
not do it. I would not wear another fake badge.
Fair enough. You did an episode of BoJack Horseman.
2, I think.
2 episodes.
I think 2. I played like 3 characters on
Damn.
that, but that's my first voiceover.
Isn't it the most fun to do?
It was
voiceover?
like I had so much fun, man.
It's the one thing I never thought it would happen in my career is to become a cartoon, and
Yeah.
and then it just popped into my life. And
Which one are you doing now?
I'm not doing one right now, but I did Ice Age.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, I'm one of the sloths in Ice Age.
Oh,
John
man, maybe I
Leguizamo's
did
brother.
know that. Yeah,
And I'm in Book of Life with Channing Tatum,
That I
and
knew.
Zoe Saldana,
That I
and all
know, yeah.
them. I did Phineas and Ferb, and I'm one of the leads of Jay and Silent Bob's super groovy cartoon.
yeah. How was that
movie.
to shoot?
That was so much fun.
You were in New Orleans.
Oh well, no, that was the cartoon I was in.
Oh, okay.
One of the leads in that, but then I have a small part in Jay and Silent Bob Reboot, which is the actual live action movie.
Where'd y'all shoot that?
In New Orleans.
In New Orleans. Okay,
That was incredible.
I remember you were down there. Yeah,
Most fun thing in the world. I play half Jay, half Silent Bob, and it was.
that's the beard shit that I saw, right?
Oh yeah, half beard, half no beard.
And
man.
then like the long hair and then the cap.
Yep,
the
split cap down the middle. And my part's very tiny, but I get a big laugh in the movie.
Nice.
At the premiere, I killed it with my line, and
I killed it with my lines.
killed it with my line. And then Kevin put me in the main title. So literally it goes like Chris Hemsworth, Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, Rosario Dawson, Ben Gleib. It was very nice of him.
Dope.
This podcast is on his network, so he just hooks up his friends.
Oh, that's
because
dope.
I did
That's
not
dope.
earn being in the main titles of that for sure.
Slid you a nice little some love, man.
Yes, indeed. Very nice of him.
After Disjointed was. Oh, I missed Jerks with Cameras. I hosted that for MTV.
Oh, right.
That was
Wasn't Jeff Dye on that too, or no? Am I making that up?
No, Amir K was on it.
Amir K was on it.
Amir K, Justin Hires.
Okay, and what was the premise of that?
Grant Cotter was on too.
I love Grant. You just fuck with people.
That was, yeah. It was like it wasn't. Let me tell you something about that show. That was not a prank show. That was like just fucking with people's show.
Yeah, it was being a jerk to people.
Yeah, it was terrible.
I've done it.
It was like, it was it's for kids.
Yeah, exactly.
It was for children.
We're very desensitized these days. We just want to be assholes to people.
Dude, it was like they just run up and scare people in the grocery store. Like, that's not a prank.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
like all those pranks on YouTube now. It's like, watch this prank where I go up and make out with the guy's girlfriend in front of her boyfriend. It's like, it's not a prank. You're
That's
just
playing chicken.
Yeah, exactly. You're about to get murdered. There's no joke here.
I think Justin did one where they were acting like a piano was being no piano. No piano. They just like, oh, look. And people were just, it was, I think that was like the main title. It was, it was terrible.
In this bit, we make people think they're about to die.
Yeah, it was such a gross show. Just about, it was like, it should have been called Shit Check.
Yeah.
Like,
I did the Real Wedding Crashers for NBC.
Oh, I remember that.
We crashed real life weddings, man. That's not much better either.
No. It's people, you wasting people money.
Yeah. Well, at least on ours, the bride and groom were in on it with us.
Okay.
But the parents of the bride were very angry. They didn't talk to their kids sometimes for years.
Who did you do that with? I feel like I remember.
Ashton Kutcher. Oh, who was in the cast?
Yeah.
Ashton Kutcher produced it, and Steve Byrne, Gareth Reynolds.
Steve Byrne, that's right.
Catherine Reitman, and Desi Lydic on Daily Show.
Okay.
Catherine Reitman's got Working Moms on
Netflix.
She's
so good.
She's amazing.
She's so good.
And Gareth Reynolds has become a great comic.
Yeah. Oh, he's everywhere right now,
Dollop podcast.
Yeah. Dude, that's a good podcast. It's funny, man.
Yeah, I haven't listened to it at all. I can't really say. You should check that out.
I like it, man. It's fun.
Awesome.
And then after that was
Fam.
Fam. Fam was after that. Fam
on
was
CBS
after that.
last year. You're one of the stars of that. You're always the star of these shows, and this was you and Nina Dobrev playing a couple.
Yeah, Shirley Ralph and Gary Cole and Odessa Adeline, Pam Adeline's daughter, Odessa.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, she's great.
That played her sister, right?
Yep.
Played Nina's sister.
Yep. And then Brian Stokes Mitchell. Oh, such a. I mean, talking about just two Broadway, and then Gary Cole. I mean, like it was a great
good show. Really fun.
Don't know why it left.
So this is a theme: is that a lot of your shows get canceled after one season, and that's why your Showtime special that just came out. It's called Can't Cancel This.
Correct.
Because you can't cancel a special. It's one episode. It's out, and then you're good.
They were talking, like, the titles went, we were, like, throwing titles around. It was like, should we call it Atonement? Yeah. Should we call it Setting the Tone? And it was good titles out there, but I was like, nah, I got to do something that's, like, just like I'm in on the joke about my career, too.
Yes. And then I remember you texted me and Chris, too. You had it down to, like, 2 names, 3 names. And I was like, Can't Cancel This is perfect.
Yeah. I think you threw that out there first. Actually,
I might have.
I think you did. Throw that out there.
I'm really good at naming my friends shit.
I think you did give me that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
But it's one I was like, I got to make fun of it, and so I talked about it in the special a little bit.
The best
So it was,
shit.
I
love the special.
Oh, thank you.
Loved the special, dude. You talked about a lot of very universal themes in it. Getting out of debt.
Yep.
Big moment of your life.
Student
was
loan
huge
debt,
for me. Yeah, I was in debt for so many years, and then when you finally get out, you feel like you're like finally free. You feel like you're a real man.
It's like some walk on water shit. You're like, oh man, I'm invincible right now. You just, it's liberating. I think I say that. I think it's liberating.
Yeah.
To go like, oh man, I'm finally, and even if you don't have money but you're out of debt, it's like a cape.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a cape that you end up like eating off of because you still don't have a dining table. But it's like a nice picnic blanket vibe. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I buy Viva paper towels now.
Oh, Viva.
Like, that good shit.
Damn, dude.
Like the ones that just feel, I mean, it just feels like velvet.
Sometimes I go 7th generation, go a little recycle vibe on it, but it's not as soft. It's not as good on the skin.
I just like, because my parents wouldn't let me just like tear paper towels off when I was growing up. Now, I mean, I probably got 60 rolls of paper towels.
I have a fair amount of rolls up in the house as well.
I mean, I buy bulk, baby.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. You talked about your parents aging in the special.
Yeah.
That's a crazy experience, isn't it? Your mom, her hearing going bad.
Yep.
Your dad physically.
He's just, man.
Dressing like an old Asian man.
Like, I met your dad.
Yeah.
Oh, you met my dad, too. My parents came over here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and
your parents came to my party.
Yeah. Yeah, my parents
were awesome.
My dad stepped out in the back, smoked a joint with some other comics who were here.
Did he?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
He came back nice and high. He came back from the
ashram in the back.
The ashram?
Ashram / Moroccan speakeasy. We don't really officially decide which one it is.
What's ashram mean?
I don't know. It's like an Indian, like chill meditation prayer room kind of situation. I just use it to get high, really.
Yeah. So he went back.
Occasionally
He
have
went back.
romantic
I'm trying to think
dinners.
who he's with. He's back there with. He was a bunch of comics here that night.
Yeah.
But he went back there and dude, he came back just nice and eyes low. And I was like, yeah, man, have a good time. Because he didn't want to at first. He was like, man, I don't want people to judge me. I'm like, dude, everybody's smoking a joint right now. It's fine.
Did he smoke with Arsenio?
Oh, Arsenio was here?
Arsenio was here for that.
Oh, I
party.
didn't know Arsenio was here that night.
Yeah, man. It was one of the highlights of my life.
I got that photo up of like because you had the photo booth back here.
Yeah, always.
And that's up in my house. I have like a nice photo booth collection of like framed and everything.
Oh, nice.
You made the wall, man.
Nah, I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have one of my favorite photos of my life. It's a picture. It's a photo booth strip of me, Arsenio Hall, and my parents together. It's
That's
the
dope.
greatest.
That's dope.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Do we have a photo of our Cabo?
Of our shirtless adventures.
Yeah.
I think we'd have video someplace, and I think I saw a photo
That was
recently.
that was a
For those who want to be filled in, so the Cabo Comedy Festival years ago, Tone and I and Jeff Dye
and my buddy Jeff.
and your buddy Jeff, most
just had-
definitely, created a biker gang. We had a moped gang, basically. I was the leader of the gang. I don't know how I
Yeah.
got that position, and we wore masks. We had Mexican wrestling masks.
Yep. And we rode around Cabo, and they came to steal their because we kept them longer than we should
kept
have,
them longer.
like hours longer
They
than
were
we should
upset
have.
about that.
And they found us.
They found us somehow.
They pulled up on us, and they were like, "We taking these back."
Yeah.
They repoed our scooters.
We got jacked from scooters we didn't own, that they owned. So I guess we jacked them, and they just jacked them back. And then we ended up drunk one night at a bar out on the street, and we ended up in the streets with our shirts off, stopping traffic.
But then for the rest of the weekend, we made everybody take their shirts off everywhere we were.
There was a lot of shirts off.
Yeah.
A lot of shirts off. And that works great for people like you and Jeff Dye. For me, I'm really like continuing my comedic life, you know?
I mean, it was a little different.
You didn't have to agree with that shit, dude. Damn. My God. And the dogs are out. We have both of our dogs here. Tony just got a dog 2 months ago.
Yep, Oliver, baby.
Oliver.
Oliver.
And he gets along amazing with Henry Horse. They're
man.
fast friends.
I think this might be my first video I put up of Oliver.
I
I haven't
love
posted
that.
them yet.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't really been posting. I took a break from Instagram.
They are tackling each other.
Dude, they are.
I
they're
love
gonna
that.
have
You
a
want to
great
put him
time.
on your lap and hold mine in my lap?
Yeah, let's do it.
Henry, come here. Come here.
Come here, bro.
Henry, come here. Henry, come here. Good boy. Good boy. Now we're going to chill here and be nice because we're podcasting. Remember the microphone situation we talked about?
He's not gonna stay long. He's gonna try to get down. I know.
Yeah,
he is.
probably. So,
What's up, bro? What's up, bro?
And he's down.
Yeah. So those were the dogs.
That's the dog.
Those were the dogs.
Amazing cameo.
Yeah, man.
Has having a dog change your life?
Dude, one. You know what it's really doing is like being a single dude, not married, all that kind of shit. I just have time. I got so much time. Like, you know, like when people call, like people that don't do what we do,
Yes.
and like they always think you're busy.
Yes.
They're like, I don't call you because I assume you're busy. I'm like, I got so much time. I got so much time. So like, it really was like especially if I'm not on the road, if I'm not shooting anything, and I just get stagnant, I don't want to be at the house, I'll just go to a bar. Or like, we'll just go hang out like our, 1940 Tuesdays.
1940 Tuesdays, man.
And,
you,
that's-
me, Porter.
Porter, Brad. Who else has been coming? My buddy Omar. You know Omar.
Yeah,
Omar
yeah,
will
of
come
course.
through.
Omar's dope.
Yeah, I mean, just whoever's in town is coming. But like, but I would just get up and, I don't want to go to the comedy club tonight. I would just go to the bar. And I was like, man, I'm just dropping $50 here and there.
At least.
And I'm getting nothing out. I mean, maybe I write down a joke or something, or I have
It's
an
the
idea.
dog's making you more
More
efficient.
responsible, man.
Love
just
that.
like,
yeah, more. It's changed my responsibility level for sure. I'm walking
Love
the
it.
dog 2-3 times a day.
I'm walking more.
Walking more for sure.
I'm getting more
That's
sun. I'm
nice.
taking him out to the park and stuff.
Yep, I'm peeing outside a bunch.
Oh, dude, I've peed outside so many times since.
Lift that
we'll
leg.
We'll go peeing together, man.
Absolutely, it's beautiful.
And also when he shits, I'm proud.
Oh yeah.
and it's
Say,
like-
I literally say good boy.
Yeah.
Good boy.
Then I feed him
Taking
something
a
else.
shit.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm so proud about.
I had to switch up his food.
Why?
Well, one, they didn't tell me. He's still really not mine. Does that make sense?
Explain what that means.
So I go pick him up. So I go see him. I got like one of those apps of like pet adoption apps or whatever.
Yeah, he's rescued.
And it's a
Nicely
rescue.
done.
And I look, I see a couple dogs I like, and I'm like, I'm gonna go see him. So then I go on Saturday to like a pet adoption, like open house, whatever you call them. And then I went back the next week to like check on him again, like, hey, hopefully he's still here.
Yeah.
And then they gave me a box of dry food, 1 can of wet food. Couldn't find the wet food again. The label was all fucked up. The dry food was in a Trader Joe's box. They used to be crackers. And I was like, I don't even know what the fuck this motherfucker eats. I have no
Yeah.
idea. And so I was like, I'm looking at looking at the food, trying to compare it to other food. Like, does this look like the same food? So I was like, I bought like makeshift food just just so he doesn't die.
Right. That's
a weekend. And then the lady finally calls me like 3 weeks later, and she's like, oh, he has to have this. I'm like, what?
So by not mine, you just mean you don't have his patterns yet. He's not like integrated.
But now he's shitting real good.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, because first when their food is not
the
right,
last probably
it's a
2 or
problem.
3 weeks, he's finally like, he likes the food he's eating, but he's on kind of a food schedule like me. Like I eat twice, 2 good meals a day, and that's it. Like,
I love that.
Yeah, man. He'll like put his hands on my chest when he's ready to go pee or stand by the door. Like he's dope, man.
Yeah, you gotta get him out quick, otherwise he's peeing on your chest, and we don't need it.
Yeah, I can't. Look, man, let me R. Kelly in my chest.
Can't let your dog go that R. Kelly life.
Yeah, man. Can't let him get used to that.
That's correct. Well, one last thing also about your special that I wanted to discuss is you have this great bit about the 60% smile. Can you explain?
It's like there's I want to be approachable, but I did hear on like I think it was a Beyonce thing. I want to say it was a Beyonce thing of like she always kind of looks approachable, and so like just in case somebody you kind of just want to remember that old Dob Davidoff bit where like he goes it smells like freshly baked cookies.
Yeah,
like gay men always have that
look on their face, like
freshly
freshly
baked cookies.
Freshly baked cookies.
But it's
like,
kind of similar to that, but it's like it's just enough so.
You always have a 60% smile when you're
sun in
walking
your
around,
eyes,
so you look friendly,
yeah.
but you also don't look like you want a conversation. But
you can't be like this.
It looks a little psycho.
But yeah, you
want to
be like, hey man, where's the restroom? He's because you're not gonna ask anybody that looks like they might punch you in the face.
Yeah.
For tapping you on the shoulder, you look approachable. So like that, yeah, this is.
I like that.
And I check it all the time when I'm in the
thing,
airport.
and then I'll nod a lot. I'll be like, this quick nod with a half smile. I met Beyonce.
I met Beyonce once.
You did? What was your Beyonce meeting story?
I met her at a party. I met Oprah and Beyonce the same night.
Shit.
Yeah.
At a party?
Dance with Oprah a little bit. Like we didn't
You're
get
getting
just like
invited. You're getting invited to the Oprah Beyonce parties?
This was like 5 years ago, 6 years ago.
Shit.
And yeah, so
I wish I was
black.
black.
I was a plus one.
I
did not get the invite.
It's a black party though.
Yeah, it was definitely a black party. Oprah's dancing, shoes off.
Wow.
Yeah, it was dope. And then I was talking to Omar. I was with Omar again.
Although I just saw a video of Oprah dancing, and she dances like Tom Steyer, kind of. Like she has a really
it's very
kind of
stiff.
white man
it's very
dance.
stiff.
Very
yeah.
stiff.
Yeah, she had a couple glasses of wine, I believe.
Fair enough.
If I'm not mistaken. And then I was sitting outside, and we were grabbing a drink, and then Jay-Z and Beyonce walked past, and they're like, all right, y'all have a good, that sexy Beyonce voice?
Yeah.
Y'all have a good night.
Uh-huh.
All right, y'all have a good night.
Yep.
And then Jay-Z was like, all right, fellas. That thing.
All right, take care.
I was like, good night. All right, B, Mr. Z. Like it was
Mr. Z.
Mr. Z. I called him Mr. Z.
Love that.
It
I
was
met
dope,
Jay
though.
a few times too.
Yeah.
I love them both, man.
I never had a conversation with him, but I mean, in passing,
Yeah.
I was like fist bump and all that kind of shit, but it wasn't.
I had cool moments of both.
How?
So first, Beyonce's at the Grammys. I was doing the official red carpet for the Grammys. And they didn't do the interview with me at all. But I'm backstage during the show, and my duties were done till the show ended now. And I'm just wandering around, and I see CeeLo Green with his big peacock feathers about to go out with Gwyneth Paltrow and sing.
Okay.
And then I walk down like 50 feet down this metal staircase, and Beyonce in this gorgeous gown comes up to me and says, "Excuse me, do you know where Gwyneth Paltrow is?" And I'm like, "As a matter of fact, I do. Come with me, Beyonce." I take her all the way back up to backstage. I'm like, she's right over there. And she starts talking to Gwyneth Paltrow and being so nice. Beyonce pauses, turns back to me, and says, "Thank you so much."
Yeah.
So sweet. And the next day, Gwyneth Paltrow tells a story in Good Morning America about how she was too nervous to go out and sing until Beyonce came and calmed her nerves moments before air. I did that.
Oh man, I could get in trouble for this. Recently,
Great, go ahead.
Recently, I was so I had this one movie I just finished. I had to do like a prosthetic, right? I had like a black eye, so I did like get all the
Clay cast on.
Yeah, that like the cast stuff, right? The blue and then the green, all that kind of stuff to just do my eye.
Wow.
And then I'm like right before they poured on me and I'm blindfolded and everything. They do everything, the hands, and they did like the hand of Beyonce. It's like her award now for I forget what the award is, but then I look over in the corner and there's just like neck to knees like a body, right? Like a woman's body.
Yeah.
And but thinking about
in a clay cast.
In the facility that I was in, and I look over and I'm like, man, that shape looks familiar. At first I was past it so many times, but I thought it was like just a mannequin. I'm like, I don't know what this is.
Right.
Like like kind of Statue of David type, whatever. And man, I was like, that looked like Beyonce. And dude was like, oh shit, I'm supposed to cover that up. And so he'd throw a thing over it real quick because it's just a mold of her.
It was a mold of Beyonce's body.
I
mean, look, that's a
Mr. Z, lucky man.
Lucky man for sure.
Mr. Z.
She is one of the most attractive humans in every way.
Yeah.
She's amazing. When
Nice,
I met Z
sultry
a couple
voice.
times, I wrote the Radio Music Awards in 2001.
You wrote?
I wrote the
You wrote
show.
for the- okay.
And he was performing on it, and I was being very unprofessional.
Is
Never
this suit
got
and tie?
rehired.
Is this suit and tie years?
No, this is still Jersey years, Astros Jersey.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah. And he's backstage, and I was being unprofessional and taking photos during the show with every celebrity on like a disposable camera. I was not rehired.
What was
not
this,
the move.
94?
2001, dude. the last throws of disposable cameras. And I go up to him. Everybody's posing with me for a photo. And I go up to him after he gets off stage, and I'm like, Jay, can I get a photo? And he goes, yeah. And he just poses at me. He doesn't want to be in the photo with me. So all of a sudden, I'm paparazzi suddenly. But I took a dope picture of Jay-Z. I'll show it to you. And then he did not want to be photographed with me at all. I don't blame him. He made the right choice on that. And then,
But it's still disposable camera, so it's not like your selfie game wasn't good yet.
No.
You got no. Oh,
well, I
man.
was giving other people, have them take it and shit. And so then, that was the first time I met him. Second time I met him was,
Don't you miss the reveal of like going to pick up your
I
photos?
do
though?
miss that,
And just
yeah.
like flipping. Man, I miss that.
That's why I intentionally take a bunch of bad pictures in my phone, and I don't look at my camera roll for about 7 days.
You just want to be surprised?
Yeah. Oh, that one didn't come out. Oh, look at this.
I'm going to sell this back to Eckerd.
And so the second time I met Jay was at the Watch the Throne concert. I already had pretty good seats, and then I got upgraded to like fourth row or second row seats. And Jay was, first of all, was rapping several lines to me. It was
Like
just
eye
incredible.
contact?
Eye contact.
Oh, yeah.
It was incredible. And then I go into
Did you
the
point
green
to
room.
your camera?
I didn't.
I'm getting in this one.
So then we're in the friends and family room afterwards.
Okay.
So I had the full passes, and I'm sitting next to Craig Gass,
Yeah.
comedian.
Yep.
And right by the entrance, and Jay finally enters, and I just go, I tap Jay on the shoulder. I'm like, amazing show, man. He's like, thank you. And then Craig immediately goes, dude, can I get a picture? And Jay goes, you ain't even gonna let me get in the room, man? And Craig was like, yeah, no, I'm sorry. Made it very awkward. Did not get the picture, and Jay walked away.
And you have to leave.
Yeah, I did not talk to him again. Didn't come near him again. And so then the third time, I'm at a nightclub because this girl I was dating was friends with Jay-Z's DJ.
Okay.
So he gets us into the VIP area of this club that Jay was supposed to be at that night.
Okay.
And he was. And Diddy was there with him. But Jay is behind his own velvet rope within the VIP section.
Yeah.
So I don't get a chance to talk to Jay.
I've done that once.
With Jay?
Not with Jay.
Okay, with who?
I was with Kelly Rowland and
Oh, nice.
DJ Irie. Jamie Foxx popped in, I think, for
And
a
you
second.
were inside the extra rope?
I was behind the second
in
row.
the extra rope.
Yeah.
Nice.
But I was with Irie because I was I wasn't even out here yet. This is like 07.
Damn.
When I was living in Miami. That's when I was still working for Budweiser.
Black people invite each other to parties much more than white people
I
invite
was
each other to
not
parties.
invited.
You were not invited. You
Well,
crashed it.
Irie, I was there because the company was paying for some of it.
Okay.
So I was like the executive, like that had to be at that party.
Oh, okay.
But I ended up being
you were
cool.
the executive.
Yeah.
That was when you were working where?
But Anheuser-Busch.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Wow.
So I used to go like a bunch of events.
That's fun.
Yeah. So it was a work thing. It wasn't like
Did you get drunk though?
Fuck yeah.
This night I got pretty wasted, and I'm just waiting for a moment with Jay as he leaves the club. So the
Yeah.
club's closing, and eventually he's about to walk out of that extra rope by me. And so I have this note on my phone of the lyrics of one of his songs that really inspires me. Talks about like strike while the iron's hot, take advantage of the moment, right?
Yep.
And I have it on my phone, and I add a note on top. I wrote, Jay, I'm a comedian. These lyrics inspired me like crazy. Thank you so much. And then that passage. And he's walking by me quick, and I just go, Jay. And I hand him my phone. He stops in his tracks. The whole entourage is like, what is this? Looks at the phone, reads it, looks at me, and goes, big approving nod, hands the
Yeah.
phone back, and walked off. I was like, it was the greatest dream.
That's dope.
It was the best.
That's dope.
It was
I
pretty
just
dope.
remember. I was laughing a second ago because I just remembered that night that I was at I smoked a joint with Scott Starch, the producer. I was upstairs in like the VIP bathroom. Hit this joint. He goes, man. I go, man, I'm good, man. I don't really smoke like that. He goes, man, when Scott Starch offers you a blunt, you take that shit. And I did not smoke at the time. And now I was high as fuck. And the rest of, and I, you know, I'm kind of by myself because he's DJing. DJ Irie, he's spinning. I don't really know these celebrities like that. I'm not one. You know what I mean? I'm not in this game. And dude, I remember everybody was, the waitress came, the server came over, and she was like, you know, who more bottles? And I'm like, fuck, man. Yeah, I'll take one. So now I'm trying to keep up. Man, this bottle was like $800 at the time. I'm like,
clubs are
fuck.
so stupid.
I took mine with me. Like, it wasn't finished. It wasn't finished.
Your pants? They're not gonna let you walk out with it.
Dude, I found a bag, and I wrapped that bitch up and put it up in between, you know, right at the belt.
Yeah, of course.
Man, I walked out with that shit, and I was like, nah, man, $800. I've never spent $800 on booze.
And then you walk across the street at CVS, it's $32.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Man, I was pissed.
So we're gonna get to some news stories in a second, but we have to round out your incredible career, man, because they have a new show.
I have a new show. I'm not gonna say the name of it yet because we haven't shot yet and it hasn't been announced.
Okay.
But yeah, so I'm doing a new pilot for ABC.
Love that.
It's my first time working for ABC.
It's just a pilot right now.
Just a pilot right now. But I mean, but they're talking pretty good, and I know every pilot talks really good.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if we were lucky, hopefully everybody's pilot gets picked up. But that's just not how the game works. But yeah, so I'm finally going single cam this time though.
Oh, first time.
I mean, Bad Judge was single.
And wasn't Truth Be Told kind of single or no?
It was hybrid, yeah.
Hybrid.
So there was no audience, but there was.
So you've done a lot of single.
A lot of multi.
But a lot of both.
More multi than single, but yeah.
So what's the big difference between the acting styles? For you. And how does it change what you do?
You can be a cartoon when you're doing multi.
Right.
I mean,
but you still aren't really being a cartoon. Like
no.
Sometimes like you'll like milk a response.
I'm not Kramer in every time, but there are moments when you can do that. Like you couldn't do it in single, you look like an idiot.
Yeah, you look like an idiot.
You look crazy doing some of the stuff you can do for multicam. But also it's also fun because you can overplay stuff. And it's like, you know, it's like in a single cam, you're like, what? Yeah. And multi's like, what?
Right.
You know, you can, and it feels weird sometimes to do that until you get used to it. And then once you get used to it, it's like, it's so much fun to play.
Laugh, though, it's fine. But does it change your audition style? Because I feel like I'm always, even when I audition for multicam, I'm killing in the room. I'm getting big laughs, but then I'm not getting it. I don't know what.
You know what? I leave room a lot to let you know I know where the punchline is. You know what I mean? So casting, whoever's watching,
you'll pause a little extra,
and leave that room, or make it so big that they got to go. Okay, he's very comfortable with this,
right? And
then I can bring it back down if they want to, because that's the hardest part when people go like, can you go bigger?
Right.
And people get uncomfortable. Well, how big sometimes they want you to be, because even actually it's funny. Dalia was the first person that taught me that. There was a I had like a kind of a Stella moment, like Stella,
right?
And I wasn't bringing it. I was not bringing it. And Chris pulled me to the side. I think the director was like, "Can you talk to Tone about it?" And so Dalia pulled me to the side, and he goes, "Dude, I know it's gonna feel weird, but it plays so well. And this is the format you do that on." He just kind of broke it down for me, and he kind of showed me what to do. And the next take is Stella. I mean, it feels silly, but it's like it does work.
It plays.
Yeah, it plays.
That room, and people are busting up.
But I like single, man, because every movie I've done, I get a chance to be more subtle.
Yeah,
and like sometimes the words don't matter. It's like it's in the eyes, it's in the emotion, it's in the, you know. And you
but
can
I
feel
also feel like these days acting, except for multi, I feel like any single camera acting, movie acting, even commercials, actors basically do nothing. Like I think I'm always doing too much in the room. Like if I'm watching actors trying to get better,
what do you mean?
Literally, they do nothing. Their face doesn't move. Their eyebrows don't move.
A lot of yeah.
It's just
that's the hardest part.
That's
the hardest part.
They put nothing on it. They're just there as a cog in the machine, as a tool to deliver in the can what the editor needs.
Dude, I just worked with Lee Daniels for the first time.
Oh, nice.
Last year, I did a movie. Can I bring this up now?
Yeah, please.
I did a movie. I think I don't know if the title's changed yet, but when we shot, it was the United States versus Billie Holiday.
Right, the Billie Holiday biopic.
Yeah,
and is that the one where you play Eva Longoria's husband?
That's Sylvie. That's
another one.
That's another period piece I did earlier.
On your career.
2019. Yeah.
Amazing.
And so, but dude, I'm doing this scene, and I get there, I got this crazy sex scene, man. I'm like naked, like I got a wife beater pulled up to my chest, underwear down to my ankles. I didn't even know I was gonna be doing that.
Would you put a sock on your penis?
I had to die. Thank you for saying penis. Yeah, the cock sock.
Cock sock. Yeah.
Came off twice. Like I didn't tie it.
What?
I didn't tie it tight enough.
No.
And then the girl playing Billy, her name is Andre Day. Like she's the best. I actually saw her last night. She came to my show last night, and she goes, I was like, she goes, I think your sock fell off. I was like, no, it definitely didn't. I was like, but do you mind if I stay? Because I was like, I'm facing her. I was like, can I stay here until they bring a robe over? Because either you've already seen what I got, or 90 other people about to see what I got. So I'd rather just be you. And she was like, don't, just come here. She was super nice about it. She was dope. But get back to like lead. There's one scene I'm doing, and I'm like, and it's some cool shit. I'm leaning against this wall, and I'm taking a drag of a cigarette and everything, and I blow it, and I'm pimping her right now. I'm telling, because I'm playing like this club owner pimp. And I'm telling him, like, hey, I don't want you doing nothing else. You just sold out 3 shows in Carnegie. I'm doing all, doing this whole thing. And then Lee goes, great, cut. Come here. We got to do it again. I'm like, why you say great? I go back to the monitors. He goes, I need you to not move your face. Don't move your face. And it was the simplest note.
Right.
But as a comic, I'm used to facial expressions. Yeah. I'm used to like selling what I mean.
And walking around during your life.
and
just stillness.
And then just stillness. He goes, just give me that reaction. He goes, how you delivering? I love it.
Right.
I love it. But he was like, you got to stay here in it. He goes, I know eyebrows, no, don't move your fucking face, Tone.
Nothing on your face.
And it took me probably 2 or 3 times to do it because I'm just so used to being, giving reactions and stuff.
I think that's my biggest problem as an actor is like I have the beats figured out and I want to. I'm in the moment, but someone said something and I want to respond with like my eyebrows and I like want to really know I'm acknowledging. And everybody I'm watching on camera, they look like they're a statue with words coming out. They're like,
and that has to be like great training because like it felt weird to do. But now I'm constantly thinking about it. So everything I do, I go, I can bring it down now. And then he showed to me. He goes, show me the last one. Show me the one where like I'm raising my eyebrows and everything. And then shows me the other one. He goes, now that motherfucker's sexy. Right. And I was like, dude, it was way better.
Yeah, you pull them into your eyes instead of forcing it out. Yeah, it's like less eager, and eager is not sexy.
It was great.
That's all my ex-girlfriends told me. You know what I mean?
It was dope though.
And so that movie's coming out.
That'll be later this year. That'll be later 2020.
And what's the Eva Longoria one called?
Sylvie's Love. That's Tessa Thompson.
And when does that come out?
That just premiered at Sundance, so I don't know when it's dropping, but I think that's going straight to Amazon.
Amazing. Dude.
Yeah.
So what advice do you give young actors that are trying to figure out how to get cast? Let's say they got some auditions coming at them. How do you get cast?
Man,
how do you separate yourself?
I think it depends on like what you're. If it's a comic, I think I'm a little better because I've been coaching a lot of actors in comics this pilot season, but it's different who I'm talking to. Because a comic, I'll talk different because I know the world.
Right.
Like a trained actor who's coming in for comedy, that's way different because they have other tools that they've learned. I don't know the technical terms for somebody who went to Juilliard or NYU or whatever. Right. But I
just tell them stay home. Let the comics do the comics.
Hey man, sit your ass at home.
Need to go do a Shakespeare.
Sit your ass at home, man. Let me get a part.
Yeah, for Christ's sake.
The advice I would give is like, really, really break down. Like, I break down my cadence. I break down how I want to do a joke. Do what's comfortable. If you don't feel comfortable, don't go in. Like, because you're going in because you don't like the role, but you want the money. Fuck that.
Right.
Go be comfortable.
To what degree do you break it down and decide your cadence and your beats and what you want to do versus being in the moment and letting all that go?
Dude, I've done an audition where they're like, can you pace this up and like, don't take off? I was like, no, I don't talk like that. I'd rather leave.
Wow.
And
really?
I just go. And not in an asshole way, but I'm like, hey, I really don't feel like that's not how I see it.
Right.
And if that's what you want, I don't want to do that. So let's just stop now.
And then what do they say to that?
I think they respect it.
But then they're like, okay, do it one more time your way, or like.
No, I mean at this point,
you end up getting that part.
At this point, yes.
Like the getting that part though.
No.
Yeah, you don't usually get that part, right? But
also I didn't want
to own the room. You have to still go. They always say that, but then for some, like I can play an arena, grab a mic, and rock 12,000 people, and I go into a room of 3 people for an audition, and it's just so cold and feels like I'm in an office, and all of a sudden I feel like a little child being judged, and I can't bring my natural confidence. I always have to break it up first. Like as soon as I walk in, especially if it's a cold room, I haven't been there before. If I don't know the casting director or the producers there, dude, I'm talking for like 2 to 5 minutes just to like. I need to warm up. Good.
I need to get your personality out of here. Hopefully, if I can get a laugh out of you or something.
Yeah.
I need something. How was your weekend?
Right.
What is going on? Because you feel like a fucking inmate.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's like it's just time to like. They're just processing you till you fucking leave. I'm like, no, man, if it's not, and I don't, if I get a reader, like the casting director or whatever, if I get a reader who's just reading and not giving me anything, I'm like, I'm gonna go home and do a tape and send it in.
Do you say that?
Yep. I'm not getting what I need from it.
Do you ever say to the reader, do you mind taking it off the paper and actually working with me? You'll say stuff like that.
Absolutely.
Wow, that's good, man. Because
Absolutely.
I mean,
because especially if they flub,
right.
I've read where like they don't know the scene,
right.
at least not well enough to read with me. I've gone to an audition where they sent me the old sides for a new script, and then what I have doesn't match theirs.
Oh no.
And they're like, "Can you learn this real quick?" I'm like, "No, you read mine."
Right. What the hell?
Oh, this is just so you know I can do it.
Take it over like this.
This is just so you know I can do it, right?
Exactly.
It's like the words are going to change anyway.
You're not putting this in the movie.
It's like can we just test what I know?
Right.
You know, but like but I mean that took me years of being comfortable enough to go like when you get to like the way we know that we work with our agents and you work kind of for me. Right. The moment you book your first job, your agent works for you.
Yeah.
It's not the other way around.
Yeah.
So it's that I feel like, hey man, you do want to cast the right person, right? We kind of have to work together. Even if it's not me, you got to find somebody. So be open enough to fucking work on it.
Do you ever call it out in the room what you're doing? Do you ever say like, I want to warm up the vibe in here a little bit before we get going?
Hey guys,
say that.
Let's have a little. Let me play some music.
Put a smile on your face. Is that cool? And how
Come
about
on, give me 60%.
60% smile. Let's do it.
I always try to be. I mean, unless it's a drama, unless it's like
right.
And even most dramas, I'll tape first.
Really?
And
you
then send it in.
To tape first.
Yeah, I'll send it in.
Because then you control your performance, right?
And then if you like that, then I know okay, there's something here that you liked, and you can coach me in the room, and then I'll go. And I don't want a warm room on that. I want to come in and stay in it,
right?
And then just go do it, and then I'll warm up after.
You just say, "Hey, what's going on?" And
yeah, hey,
into it.
Yeah, I'm ready. Let me get my chair or whatever, and I'll stay in the zone, and then because like on this Lee Daniels one, the character I auditioned for is not the character I ended up playing, and I did play. It was this heroin addict that I went in for, and I know that tape was pretty fucking good.
It's weird you didn't get that one because you did all the life research over years.
Hey man, I was tapping these veins, man. You know how much syringes cost?
That's expensive, dude. Expensive. That's why I grabbed them out of those used boxes.
Went through a lot of spoons.
First coronavirus patient in New Hampshire told to stay isolated went to an event instead. New Hampshire has their second coronavirus patient, and the dude was told to be isolated for 14 days. He instead went to a business conference event. And somebody else now has been infected from that event. They think everybody else is probably going to be fine. There's 125 cases already in the U.S., 9 deaths.
Well, they had six in L.A. as of yesterday.
6 what?
6 cases in L.A.
6 cases.
And
no deaths. And then 9 deaths overall, mostly in Washington State, and now 1 in California.
And then right before we started recording, somebody at LAX.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Got coronavirus?
Yep.
I was there yesterday.
Something happened last night.
What?
I didn't.
I might have coronavirus.
It might. Well, then I might have it then.
Great. Sorry about that.
Are you scared about? Are you scared of it?
I'm not scared.
I'm not scared of it.
Yeah, no, it's not a big deal. I mean, like 20,000 people die a year of the flu, and I get the flu. I don't think I'm gonna die.
I mean, I think we're going to get it. I think we're going to get it.
Yeah, I almost want a little coronavirus.
I'm not
I just
scared.
want a soft amount of it.
I also don't. I told you this outside. I don't know if I believe in it.
That it's real?
I don't know if I believe it's real.
You think they're doing it? Why?
Because I haven't seen anybody. I haven't seen one. The 2 people in was that Washington. That 2 people they beat it.
Right.
Where they at?
Well, a lot of people beat it.
Where they at, Ben?
Why aren't they talking on TV?
If I had it and I got rid of it, I'm telling everybody.
You're throwing a post-corona party.
I'm going on The View. I'm straight like, man, you can't stop me from telling people. I'm gonna write a book.
McCain will be angrily grilling you.
Me and Corona, how I beat it. Like I'm out there. I'm putting it on Instagram. Well, yo, bitch, I beat Corona.
Yeah, I beat anything against all.
I'm invincible.
That's
Nanu
right.
Muhammad Ali.
That's.
I'm the Muhammad Ali of coronavirus.
Float like a butterfly, sting like an infectious virus that could take down the planet through a pandemic.
Do you like? Were you like looking into it or like?
I mean, I did just fly to Edmonton because I was flying internationally. I wasn't even going to work. I didn't even think about bringing a mask, but then I brought Leah Lamar on the road, and she's maybe a little bit more of an neurotic Jew than I am. And she was like, "Are you bringing a mask?" I'm like, "I didn't even think about it."
Dude, I got
she brought a mask, and I used it as an eye mask on the flight. I didn't even try to cover my mouth. But
you just wrapped it around your ears?
Yeah.
Wrapped it around
right on the eyes. It was a very nice sleep. On the way back, I did wear it, though. I started to get a little bit in my head about it, but not much.
I wore it. I haven't been on I guess I flew to Houston a few weeks ago. Went to a wedding, and then before that, I was in Sundance, and I wore my mask on both of those.
Oh, you did?
And then I'm going to New York with Michael Yo this weekend, so I'll.
So you don't fully not believe in it. You're a little bit.
I'm gonna wear the Man, I was wearing a mask before. I like wearing an all black sweatsuit because I have a nice thick black mask too. So I look like an urban ninja walking through the airport.
Yeah, Leah had a black mask. I had some purple bullshit.
Yeah, no, I got that. I got that swaggy one.
40% of beer drinking Americans will not buy Corona due to the coronavirus. A new study shows.
People worry about that shit.
Yeah.
And the fucking the Miller Coors. Remember the shooter last week?
Oh, he had attacked the Miller building.
I think he knocked out like 5 people.
Yeah.
And then turns out they did like an expose on it, and there's a culture of racism with like nooses and just like
at Coors.
At Coors.
Yeah, I heard that it was brewing up for a while. Not to excuse.
Was that a pun?
Pun intended. Not to excuse a shooting by any means, but
no, not at all.
You can't have a culture of racism either.
Yeah.
That's not ideal. But Americans are sometimes maybe not the smartest because we will not buy Corona beer because of the virus. Obviously unrelated, although I don't usually opt for Corona anyway, but I wouldn't get one right now myself. So I feel like people are stupid.
I'd drink it.
You would?
Yeah.
I mean, I would drink it if somebody handed it to me.
I don't know if I'd buy it, but I'd drink it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not looking to buy Corona.
It had to be 2 for $1 and you bought them.
Then I'm in.
Yeah.
Then I'm in for sure. Taylor Swift is a man. Do you hear about this?
What?
Yep. Big news.
You
want me to explain this?
Yeah,
further?
please. Please.
Taylor Swift's new music video. She plays a man.
Oh, she does?
Yeah, she a very big visual transformation. She wanted to experience the world through the point of view of a powerful white male. And she walks around. I think it's called The Man. And she's seen on a yacht with a bevy of models, acting arrogant, throwing a fit during a tennis match.
She probably had a great time.
Oh, I'm sure she loved it. Shown ignoring his daughter in the thing, and then gets a World's Greatest Dad thing, whatever, an award. This is her 7th studio album, Lover, just debuted a few months back, but this is the video just dropped. And she says in this, here's the lyric of the single. She goes, "I'm so sick of running as fast as I can, wondering if I'd get there quicker if I was a man. And I'm so sick of them coming at me again, because if I was a man, then I'd be the man." That last rhyme's kind of weak, but...
Is she rapping?
I don't know, man. I rapped it a little bit.
Yeah, I was like that.
I think she's
that's a little
singing.
different for Taylor, but yeah.
So being a man's pretty new for her.
How you feel about that?
Look, I think that certainly women's experience is very difficult, and I don't think men really get it. So I think it's an interesting experiment. And also, she looks very convincingly like a man in this
Does
video.
She?
Oh yeah.
I got to see it.
It's pretty mind blowing. But I feel like she complains so much that she's not the best messenger for the plight of women struggling. Because like she even said this quote. She goes, "So many of these things are ingrained in even women, these perceptions, and it's really about retraining your own brain to be less critical of women when we are not criticizing men for the same things." Fair. Then she goes, "We have to curate and cater everything, but make it look like an accident. If we make a mistake, that's our fault. But if we strategize so we won't make a mistake, then we're calculating." Fair. But I feel like her life's amazing. What's hard about Taylor Swift's life?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
I mean, she always seems like she's doing well to me.
Right? She's always complaining about stuff that ends up not being a problem. Scooter Braun won't let me play my songs. But he does get to play her songs, and she's got a bunch of free publicity.
Where did Taylor Swift come from?
She was a country star first.
Was she?
Yeah, she was a country star. Might have been YouTube.
I gotta be honest. I think I always mix her up with Carrie Underwood.
Yeah, they're different people.
I know they're different people.
Still country.
Right. Okay.
She's still country.
Who was Taylor Swift going out with? Have we ever seen her with a person?
Oh, she dates people constantly. All of her albums are about breakups. She dated John Mayer. She dated.
Well, I mean, everybody dated John Mayer. I think I dated John Mayer.
Yeah, I had a brief.
One year when I didn't have a pilot, me and John Mayer got up. We kicked it for a little bit.
It was a solid little romance, summer romance.
Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't like. He doesn't play. He doesn't play when I ask him to.
I don't know. Taylor Swift, God bless her. She does innovative things. I like her.
I do want to see this video. I'm gonna go watch this video later.
I haven't even seen it yet, but I've just seen a lot of stills from it and little short clips.
Is it? Do you think it's kind of in the? Remember when Eddie Murphy did the Days of White Guy?
So funny that old SNL.
You think it was kind of inspired by that?
I think so.
Yeah.
Taylor would probably say it was her own idea, but
Yeah, it's like
Flavor Flav cease and desist on Bernie Sanders.
Gotta hear thoughts on Flav.
Senator Bernie Sanders has been issued a cease and desist from Flavor after the rapper's Public Enemy Public Enemy co-founder Chuck D was announced to perform at a Sanders rally last week in L.A. under the group's moniker, just straight up as Public Enemy. Flav's lawyer sent a letter to Sanders saying, while Chuck is certainly free to express his political views he sees fit, his voice alone does not speak for Public Enemy. The planned performance will only be Chuck D of Public Enemy, not Public Enemy itself. Those who truly know what Public Enemy stands for know what time it is. There is no Public Enemy without Flavor Flav. The letter states, Flav added a handwritten message at the bottom of the note saying, hey, Bernie, don't do this, and drew a clock.
That's his signature?
That's his signature.
He signs with
Flavor Flav.
Oh, was it digital or analog?
I think he did hands.
What time was it?
Oh, it's time for cease and desist letter times.
I wonder when did he do the hands on the clock? Wait, is it up? Can you see what time it is on the clock that he drew?
No, I don't have it.
Dude, that's a dope ass signature though.
That's pretty dope.
To walk out, like you just looking at a cart like a.
And if he actually changes the time to when he signs, it's like timestamp too.
I'm telling you, man.
That's a nice idea. Do you think Flavor Flav?
Cease and desist. What time is it?
2:22.
2:20. He does.
11:11. Make a wish. Do you think Flavor Flav can make any claim to Public Enemy? Didn't he leave the group? I mean, he left back in 09.
I mean, but like also, have they haven't been working on it? They haven't been doing shit together, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the last thing I remember, he had a new. Well, I remember him having that. Doesn't he have a Kobe song?
What do you mean about Kobe?
I feel like I just read something about him doing a. Man, I might be fucking this up, but because remember he did that Michael Jackson song.
Nope.
He did a Michael Jackson track about the death of Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
And then I want to say he did a new one. I mean, the last one is real bad, of course.
Yeah.
Flav alone is hard to.
Yeah.
Hard
Even
to
on reality shows, it's
hard to
not,
stomach.
I don't enjoy it much.
But like Chuck D's probably like, thank God, I've been trying to get this motherfucker to quit for 20 years.
Manspreading, you know about it?
Man spreading?
Mm-hmm. Not mansplaining, manspreading.
Please tell me.
I've just been exposed to this concept. Apparently, it's a thing that women don't love about what men do is we'll sit in public places and we'll kind of like take our space up and spread our legs out wide.
It's not a real thing.
It's not a thing, right?
It's not a thing.
Women can feel free to do it. There was a video where these women tried to do it for like, I think for Vox or Vice or something for a week. And great, go ahead and spread your legs out wide as you want.
No,
we're not doing it to take up space. I don't believe we're just doing it because it's a comfortable way to sit and.
I mean,
I'm a
leg crosser
I
as
cross
well.
sometimes, sure.
I'm a crosser.
Yeah.
If you want to leave them open, don't come at me about airing it out.
Yeah, I can't even take up my seat now. Yeah, don't take up two seats. But if I'm taking the edges, no one's next to me. Come on.
I mean, it's not remember when dudes in the 90s were like, trying to spread?
Yeah.
Like, it's aggressive.
Standing out, yeah.
But nobody's doing that. If you hop on the subway in New York, nobody's just out here just taking up.
Yeah.
No, that's not a real thing. I don't believe in this.
Okay, good. I agree with you on that.
I don't
I'm
believe
on
in
your
this.
page. What do you think about this? Tristan Thompson's leaving comments on Khloe Kardashian's Instagram.
Good for him.
Right? He's
Good for
hitting
him.
it back in. Do you think they're secretly hooking up?
They have a kid, right?
I think so. True. Yeah, True Thompson. So kind of a slam in the face name that he gave her too.
Man, that's the thing. Like, she's such a boss. That family's such a boss that like he gotta get his stats up.
Yeah, he needs more followers.
She don't. I mean, like, like if he gotta be pulling some numbers,
That's fair.
dropping some numbers, in order to get her attention again. Because like
makes sense.
Kardashians don't go after weak dudes.
This is true. This is very true.
That time she went after Chris. Who's that? Kim that dated Chris Humphries.
That was Kim married Chris Humphries for like 30 days.
And then every athlete got worse after Kim dated him.
Yeah.
And then she got with
It's a Jessica Simpson problem too when she dated that quarterback.
Who did she date? Did she date Romo? Did she date Troy?
Romo.
No.
Yep.
Yeah, Romo.
Yep. He did not do well.
Man, congrats for him for that new deal he just got.
Did he get a big new deal?
He got a new deal. I think he's getting like $17 million a year for CBS, something like that.
Oh,
Maybe 12
to
or
be a
17
commentator. Damn.
Yeah.
That's not bad. Chrissy Teigen revealed her favorite date night spot with John Legend. I'm excited to share with you guys listening. Us Weekly reports this story. She won't even go to see a movie anymore unless it's iPick. You know what iPick is?
No.
There are these theaters. I've been to theaters similar, but not to this level. You sit on recliners with blankets. You get a pod.
I almost
You get a
smell his
pillow. Yeah, it's a gross blanket, but you get a full drink menu, food menu, including alcohol. That part I'm down with.
Oh, yeah.
Food I'm down with.
So it's like a draft house.
Yeah, it's like a draft house.
Yeah.
I love those, like in Texas.
Yeah.
Amazing. But I don't want to be lying down in a pod other people have lied down in with used blankets.
And I'm not walking in with my own blankets.
Right. Also,
Also,
true.
I like to be a little uncomfortable in a movie theater.
Yeah,
Like,
you want to be focused
I wanna be,
and cold.
Yep.
And little, they scare you into enjoying every bit of it, every frame.
Like a comedy club.
I'm watching Tone Bell be still.
Like, I hate
You can't
comfortable
be
chairs
sitting there
in
lying back
comedy
with your
clubs.
legs up.
When
Yeah,
comedy clubs have
exactly.
comfortable
It
chairs,
messes
man,
it
get
up.
those fuck out of here.
I don't even like when it's like set up too much dinner style. I want them focused face forward like Laugh Factory. I like
Yep.
them to be proscenium style.
Sandwiches, fries, and that's it. Get this salmon out of here.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
don't want nobody eating soup.
That's exactly right. And also, how do you even eat a meal when lying down covered in blankets? Very difficult to do.
It's a lot of this.
Yeah.
No,
yeah, a lot of shaking around,
I
distracted from the screen. But I would like to try it, kind of.
Yeah.
Just so I could hate on
You
it
ever
more
been to one of those?
efficiently.
You ever been to the one that's in what club is that? It's in Mall of America. House of Comedy.
House of Comedy.
You ever been to that one where they have like the 4D? Is it not 4D? What is it? It's one where the chair rumbles and it sprays water and all that kind of shit.
I have not. I would like to try that.
Those are dope.
It was cool?
Yeah.
That's cool because that's enhancing your experience, not distracting you with a bunch of shit. Our last story before we go into Twitter answers here, Tone, and then we do the Thunder Round, of course, is The Bachelor's been misleading the women, man. He's been telling one of them, you're the best kisser I've ever kissed in my life, telling one of them that he's basically making them all seem like
they're going to win.
They're going to go ahead, and then he's just doing it, I think, to hook up. And Chris Harrison says that he believes it. He thinks the guy believes it in the moment. The host says he believes it, but he's really hitting some of these girls.
This dude is set up to fail regardless. You can't put me around 20 beautiful women who all have their shit together and not expect me to want all of them.
Well, a lot of them are nuts, but some of them have their shit together for sure.
Well, that comes out in the coming weeks. But
right, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like
initially, it's very impressive.
Like I don't trust myself. I don't trust myself on Instagram, let alone I got to be with y'all for 6 weeks, 8 weeks, and no. Yeah, that they're setting up his emotional harassment.
Yes, yes. I love it.
Emotional assault. They're feeding into that.
I haven't watched The Bachelor in many years, and I watched one episode with Carmel recently, and I was hooked, man. It's so fascinating to watch the guy in love with 3 women or 4 women at the time. He meets the family. The family's embracing him.
Oh, he met the family?
They go to meet all 4 families in like a period of a week, and they're all like, we really would want you to take our daughter seriously. He's in serious relationships with 3 other women right now.
If you're a dad, are you taking this thing seriously?
I don't even know how you let your daughter do it. I mean, she's an adult, so I guess you don't have the ability to not let her.
The Bachelor or a stripper?
It's a good question.
Which one would you prefer? You got to pick one.
To date?
No.
Or to marry?
Your daughter.
Your daughter to become a stripper or go on The Bachelor?
Yeah.
Whew. Definitely go on The Bachelor. At least it's a little bit of pretense of class. You're only one dude instead of a bunch of dudes dancing up on her every night.
Yeah, it's true.
And then, who knows whatever else happens. Guys wearing shorts and shit,
Yeah.
Wearing loose pants.
A part of me was gonna say stripper, but then I know some shit that
Yeah.
That's a different lifestyle. It's not just the dancing. The dancing you can get over. The lifestyle is different.
It seems to always bleed into other things.
Yeah.
So we both agree you'd rather have your daughter go on The
probably
Bachelor.
Bachelor.
Yeah.
Probably Bachelor.
Yeah.
No taxes with stripping though.
Strong point. Financially speaking, it's probably more lucrative. Unless you end up being chosen as a bachelorette, then it's a dream. Then it's a fairy tale. You got 24 dudes coming at you.
Does anybody stay together? Are there people still together from The Bachelor?
Like 1 or 2 in like 20 seasons.
Because we're it's 20 seasons, right? Something
like that. It doesn't happen very often. But you know what does happen every single week? Twitter answers. It is time to check in with the Gleib of extraordinary gentlemen. The Gleib Squad, the Friends with Benefits, the Gleib Nation, the Big Gleibers and all of us, Brain Trust. It is time for Twitter answers. All right, I asked the Brain Trust, what thing ended that you missed the most? Rotary phones, a certain TV show, a dance move, what is it? And I want to hear yours too, Tone, but we got a bunch of great answers here, a lot of nostalgic stuff. At UK Brain Trust, the British Bureau of this podcast, says having time to do anything. A child will do that to you. He had a child recently. He's a mailman in England.
Oh, so he's saying time?
Time.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Kids eat it up. Do you want kids?
Yeah. That's why I kind of got the dog. I was like, let me get ready to
ramp
have
up.
To drop everything to come. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Ramp up towards the kids.
That's good time. Yeah, time is a good one.
Time is a very good one.
Time is a good one.
That's
all we really got.
Yeah, it's hard to make time to do anything. Even with the only thing I get worried about is I don't find time to do stuff now without kids.
Yeah.
So how are we gonna?
Everything changes, man.
You just get
Priorities
way better
change, I guess. Yeah.
Managing your time too, probably.
I like that one. I like time.
Dr. Larry Burchett, my buddy, used to be on the Today Show with me. Says he misses going on the Today Show with Ben Gleib. Fair enough. We used to be on together.
Wow.
That shit ended. We're not on anymore.
It ended.
And
do you miss it?
No.
No.
Not really. No. It was the best part of it was they would just fly me to New York once a month, and I get to spend 2 or 3 days in New York every month on their dime.
That's dope.
That was dope.
Yeah.
The show was fun to do. It's an institution. It was cool to be on it, but it didn't really do anything for me. I don't know that like middle-aged housewives are exactly my demographic or was coming to see my shows.
Yeah.
It didn't move my needle at all.
That's all I bring home, baby. middle-aged white wine drinking women.
I wish
that's
they
who
came
comes
to
see
shows.
me. That's
really?
who comes to see me.
Really? Because you're doing network
couples,
sitcoms.
Yeah, I mean that's who watches. Yeah.
Yeah.
Couples, and then in couples tables, a lot of tables of single women, a lot of tables of single gay men, and then older couples.
Yeah, I used to have a big gay following during the Chelsea Lately days.
Yeah.
I feel like that's tapered off a little.
Probably so.
Whatever. Sunlit over? I don't know what that is. Says, being able to keep my shoes on when going through airport security, and Tom Petty. Tom Petty? I miss Tom Petty for sure.
Oh, she didn't have a pre-check.
She doesn't have pre-check. And I know in your special you wanted to keep it kind of quiet for those who don't know, and I agree with you. But I can tell the brain trust because...
Yeah. They seem cool.
Brain trust is my family. And you got to get TSA pre-check if you fly at all regularly. If you fly 4 times a year, it is worth it.
It's completely worth it. I took it a step up and went global entry.
That's what I'd like to do. I really regret that I didn't do that initially because that also covers pre, right?
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Have you done clear yet?
Yeah, I'm also clear. I love clear. Thought that was the dumbest thing in the world.
I haven't done it yet.
It's amazing.
Yeah?
Because occasionally, pre is usually a pretty small line, but occasionally you get there and there's still like a little bit of a line.
Yeah.
And pre, you literally go up there. They open a velvet rope, Jay-Z style, for you. They just scan your eyes. You don't have to pull out anything. They bring you up to the TSA guy, and they're like, he's good. You don't even have to show your boarding pass.
Oh, really?
You walk right in. You don't need to do anything. They bring you right to the front of all the lines.
Oh, that's great.
It's really nice, and it's like $60 a year or something like that. It's not bad. I know global entry is only like $70 for 5 years or whatever.
Right.
But I'm liking it.
Nice.
I'm enjoying it quite a bit. We got Aura Deluxe. What Aura misses having ended in this world? Paper maps.
Paper maps.
Do you miss paper maps?
Man, it depends on where I had to print a map out like 2 years ago. I went to go do a show, and it was like rural. It was for a military
You were afraid
base.
you were going to lose GPS service.
They told me I would lose it, and
wow.
I did. Like, they're like, hey, man, you get
wow.
close enough to the base, your shit's going to be scrambled.
Yeah, I used to have just a printed MapQuest piece of paper,
Absolutely.
and I'd go through the woods, and it would get you there.
What if it could do this already, but maybe not. This is just a question. I'm going outside this for a second.
Sure.
Let's just say, like, I live, 15 minutes from you, maybe? 10, 15 minutes from you? So, can I save directions in my app?
I don't understand.
Like, so I can plug your address in,
and
then it'll tell me turn by turn how to get here.
Yeah.
But what if I don't have a signal? Can I?
Oh, that's interesting.
If it's a place that
would be nice.
Like, so I can go, just in case.
Yeah, I don't think it does that. That would be
Come
nice.
on, man. Somebody get on that.
That's a good idea.
Hey,
I like
man.
that a lot. Sean Kelly, 26, sounds cheesy, but I actually miss video rental stores. Any part of you miss video rental stores?
Yeah, it was kind of. Yeah, I get that.
Cool.
I
You
get.
go
Is that
in
Jackie? Who's that?
community
Jackie?
vibe. That said this?
Yeah. Sean. That's a good.
Sean Kelly.
Because it's kind of ritualistic.
It was. You walk in, you just have, and also limited your choices for you. You just look at what's out now.
Checking that box to see if anything's back that you wanted.
Yeah, you get the only thing that sucks is when you find the box you want and the disc's not in it.
Oh,
sometimes that would happen.
You went disc. I'm thinking tape still. I'm thinking VHS.
Oh, you're thinking VHS days.
Because I worked at a Blockbuster place. It was called Video 2C.
Like a little mom and pop one.
Yeah, it's like 3 locations in Atlanta somewhere.
Do you have a porn section?
Oh, behind the curtain, baby.
Behind the curtain. 'Cause that's what Daniel DeKing says. Misses movie theaters around in almost every block. Tickets being less than $5. Tower Records, Borders Books, movies, and music. The all-day $4 Metro card, and mom and pop video stores, especially any store that has a section devoted to cult movies. Porno sections are also a bonus. Those porn sections. I had a local video store in my neighborhood growing up, and those behind the barn doors. And I was a kid. I went behind those.
I think we had barn doors, like those kitchen barn doors. Yeah.
Went behind those. I was just seeing things on the covers. I didn't rent one, but I was just looking around. It was an education.
I've never rented one either, but I remember we used to clean the shelves and stuff like that. I was like, I never minded doing the cleaning the shelves.
It was never a situation, was it?
I was like, no.
Oh, okay. There was never like a cleanup on aisle 2 situation.
Nah, it's carpet in there.
Oh, even worse.
I know, it's gross.
Oh my God. You don't want a carpet in your porn section.
No, man.
You definitely go hardwood floor in there with no grooves. Maybe you just want linoleum.
Hey, man, you got to be able to wipe.
Yeah, you got to be able to wipe it down. Shit. That's not ideal.
Oh, it's gross. There's a spot in Atlanta called Insurrection. It's still there, I think. It's still, like, I think it's in DeKalb County. It's in Decatur, I think. And they had like the booths on outside that you can go rent inside and go watch right there.
Oh no, it was a porn shop.
It's a porn shop.
It was a porn
sex
video
shop.
All porn. Okay. Yeah,
all toys and all that kind of stuff.
Who doesn't have a place to go masturbate at home?
Man,
You're
you
doing
got to do it out.
Oh, that's the worst. Pee Wee Herman style. No one needs that life. Not pleasant at all.
That's a sad lunch.
I bring my lunch from home. Oh my god.
I'm gonna step out and run the subway real quick.
Oh my god. Haven't eaten lunch in years.
Come back exhausted.
Jennifer Gable 8 says Velcro shoes. Velcro's kind of gone out.
Yeah, Velcro's still around though.
On shoes?
Yeah.
I've not seen it on shoes.
Yeah.
Where?
I got a pair of Adidas that have Velcro on it.
When'd you buy them?
2 years ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
And then Walmart and Target still sell like the old people's shoes with Velcro.
Well, yeah, but old people, they're like.
You talking about just like
nice ones.
Okay.
But you said you got some
I
Adidas.
I do have a pair. Yeah.
Okay, well I take that back, Jennifer Gable. You're misinformed, but this is a great day for you.
Yeah.
Great.
I got
news.
2 pair with Velcro on it.
Really?
Yeah, they're the same shoe, different colors.
I got 2 pair of Air Force Ones. I don't. It's
High
just a
tops or
lyric.
low?
It's just a lyric. I don't have any pairs. That's the lyric from the song. You know, I got 2
Oh, you
pair
going
of
Nelly
Air
on me?
Force. I always go Nelly on you.
Got you.
Look, I go Dirty South. I open every episode saying, "Hello, everybody." I go, "Everybody, thank you." To
Little
Nelly.
country grammar.
Little country grammar.
I hear you.
We did what we needed to do for country grammar to sell.
Shout out to St. Louis.
better believe it.
I just talked to that's who I was on the phone with. My cousin from
Lunatics.
St. Louis.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I like that. Tell him hello for me.
I will. Ben
Mick-
Gleib says hello, Jack.
Daniel Zaylor, my buddy, says he misses mixtapes and twin cassette boom boxes.
Ooh.
Those are solid,
Those
dude.
are dope. Those are dope.
Solid.
Do you remember when they had the CD players that came out with the anti-skip? It was like the disc.
Yeah, it would like load a couple seconds extra and it could cover up.
It would like so it was because you move that shit at all.
Well, yeah, but also they tried to say you could run with CDs. You can never really run with a CD, man.
No, at all.
Impossible.
Remember
run with your hand flat like a pizza, trying to keep that shit perfectly still.
What was the other one? They tried it. It was hot for like a quick summer. Remember like the mini disc kind of like it was like
yes, it was like a CD but tiny.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a waste of
man.
everything.
That shit can't. Yeah, that can't. It was like 96 when that came out.
Yeah.
96, 98 maybe.
Well, I used to love those twin cassette boom boxes because you could like make your own mixtapes on it. Remember that old school style?
The start
Start stop, or you have it on record pause and unpause perfect. And then I had one that even had a mic input. That was my early days of like creating content. I wasn't rapping back then. I was more singing like Steve Winwood tunes.
Okay.
And introducing shit like radio style.
Do you play an instrument?
Kazoo, baby. You know I'm one of the best kazoo players in the world.
You got to hear my new kazoo bit. I got a good bit.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay, please be respectful though when you do the kazoo bit because you know that one of your dear friends is one of the best kazoo players on earth.
Well, now I know.
Okay, I play on
I'm gonna
stage.
make that my Twitter bio.
You haven't seen one of my dear friends.
One of my dear friends, the best kazoo player you've ever seen.
You never seen him play the kazoo?
No,
dude. I play the kazoo on stage with like famous musicians.
I've never seen.
They let me sit in on the kazoo. First of all, me and Craig Robinson have done it on stage many times. I did one time. Tiffany Haddish, Craig Robinson, and me.
I do think I've seen you do this with Craig. I do think.
And then Mitch Woods,
at the Improv.
legendary
Like I saw
jazz
that at the
pianist.
Improv.
Yeah, the Improv.
Okay.
Dude, I'm a kazoo king. They call me the kazoo king.
I'm gonna start calling you kazoo king.
Okay, I appreciate that. Kazoo king, you know what I mean? At Golden Armed One, Mrs. Democracy. I hear you on that. We're getting a little authoritarian right now. Let's spill one out for democracy.
That's a hard one.
It is. Geek Gamer Guy misses integrity, a pre-Citizens United America, and old school Reese's peanut butter cups before they replaced the peanut butter with peanut dust. They've changed the peanut butter vibe?
I haven't had a Reese's in a long time, but I
have. It's not quite as good, I feel like.
Yeah, I agree.
I believe that.
I also heard they changed the chocolate to not have an aftertaste, so you have to keep eating it to get the initial taste again.
Oh, interesting.
That might be a conspiracy theory, but I've heard this.
Interesting.
I didn't read it. Somebody told me, but it sounds believable.
I don't like how in the candy game these days they're blending all the candies together. Every time you go to the market, there's a brand new innovation in the candy. It's like Reese's mixed with the buttercups in the pieces.
I don't fuck with it.
Now there's chocolate kisses mixed with Hershey's Nibbler Dibs. It's like, what is happening?
Nibbler Dibs.
You know, you get those like Twizzler nibs. You got dibs.
Oh,
they give you little short versions, miniature versions. They're all kinds of.
They're trying to make trail mix out of candy.
Yes.
And I'm not.
I'm a purist when it comes to that.
Yeah.
That's why I don't even fuck with Ben and Jerry's.
You're not a candyist. You just like what you like.
No, I like what I like.
You like them all, but I want them individually.
Yeah, correct. Like I think separate but equal, not good for races, good for candy.
Great for
Fine
candy.
for candy.
Yep.
Because I don't like that's why I don't even mess with Ben and Jerry's. I don't like all these chunks in my ice cream. Maybe one thing, a chocolate chip, okay. Cookie dough, fine. But I don't need almonds, walnuts, and big thick chocolate chunks. All I can do is don't get any smooth ice cream experience.
You know what happens to Ben and Jerry's too? Like, is like if you get it, because like, sometimes you have to leave the ice cream out for a little bit so it can just melt enough so you can eat it because it's too hard.
Sure.
But then
not for me. I go hard as it can be. I don't like when it gets soft.
You use
I
a knife?
understand people do this. I just go hard with a spoon. I go aggressive. I use full wrist skills.
Oh, you still go? You don't have to.
I push hard.
See, I let mine sit a little bit, get a little soft, right?
Yeah.
But then all the fucking flavors drop down to the bottom,
Correct.
and
That's
now
why
you just got a brownie at the bottom.
That's correct.
You got vanilla ice cream with a brownie at the bottom.
That's correct.
Yeah.
That's why you don't do that.
But Ben and Jerry's did come out with that lactose free, no dairy.
Is lactose turning on you? A lot of my guests recently it's turning
15 years old. Stop.
15 years old, you can't do dairy.
I got real sick when I was 15.
Whoa.
Real sick, hospital for a couple weeks.
What?
And then, man, after that, no beef, no, I just can't digest it.
Really?
Love it. Love a good steak. Can't eat it.
You can't eat steak? Wait, what's steak got to do with dairy? It's a different thing? You can't do
No,
red
for
meat
some
either?
reason, dairy, at that point when I got sick,
Yeah.
no milk, no dairy, nothing. And then beef, same way.
And are you back on beef?
No.
What?
Like
Since you're 15, you haven't had a steak?
No, I've had a steak. But let me tell you something. If I have a steak, if I eat that steak today, that steak won't leave me till Saturday.
Really?
Yeah.
I could eat 3 steaks back to back right now and be hungry.
Oh, I'm no.
Feel like a king.
It locks me up.
Really?
Yeah, can't digest it.
Lately, I am turning a little bit just when I overeat late at night. I do have to pop some Tums in the first time in my life. I used to have an iron constitution.
I just
now
bought
I'm a
my
Tum guy.
Atlanta.
My doctor says that I should try that.
The Kazoo King, man. You can't.
Kazoo King, man. And my doctor says my Atlanta, Georgia. You know what I'm saying? And the last one here is at Paramore Ox for you, Mrs. Life Without Cell Phones. Do you miss Life Without Cell Phones?
I'm still thinking about my Atlanta, Georgia, and that's so. I might get a T-shirt made with that shit on it.
That's right.
like
Come visit this peach. You know what I mean?
my Atlanta, Georgia. It's in your gut. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, something like that.
Climb up the wrong peach tree right now. You know what I'm saying?
All right, what's the last one?
Life Without Cell Phones. Would you prefer
Yeah, man. Dude,
Life Without Cell Phones?
I leave
if
my
you could
phone.
Go back?
When I take him on walks, I leave my phone at home.
What?
Yeah, I could go to the park with him. I don't take my phone with
Not
me.
for your nighttime walks. You need your phone for your nighttime walks. Just a flashlight so you can see what the dog does.
No, he shits in the light.
He shits in the light.
He shits in the light.
He's like kind of likes to make sure everybody sees what's going down.
I leave my phone like right now. My phone's in your other room.
I can't fathom it.
I leave it. I walk away. I walk in the house, plug my phone up, don't even think for hours. Won't even look at it.
Hours.
So even like so.
Good for you.
I don't return texts like I used to
Right.
because I'm not with my phone all the time. I'm just living.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
How many hours a day you putting that phone down?
From like an 8 to 8 type day. Phone's with me. What's it? 12 hours. I'm without it 4 to 6 hours.
Wow.
Like when I'm on set, if I'm shooting, other actors take out their phone.
Right.
My shit's in my dressing room. I don't even bring it out.
You got to teach me how to do that, dude.
It's once again it's liberate.
And you just don't. You feel strong when you're not checking it. Like you don't feel the pull. You're not like, oh, what am I missing?
the stress comes back because
Are
then
there
now it's got
Right.
crazy phone calls to return
Yeah,
and then the
you
amount
got
of text.
26 texts.
But I can get it done quick. Get that done quick. But
Right.
yeah, I love being without it. Like if I plug my
Gotta
phone up,
try
if I take the night off, like I'm not going to do a set or anything, I'll plug this shit up at 8:30, 9 o'clock and don't look at it till 7, 8 a.m. when I wake up.
Really?
Won't even look at it.
You wait. Will you leave for the house to do sets?
No.
Oh, when
I'm
you
saying
get
like
back-
if
when
I'm
you
not
get
doing
home.
sets.
Oh, if you're not doing sets.
But I'll put it on like my bar cart where my
Really?
charger and stuff is.
Yeah.
And I won't look at it the rest of the night.
Really?
Yeah.
You go to bed and don't check it.
I would not check it.
So your alarm clock's not on your phone, or do you
the
Siri
Alexa?
set it?
The Alexa.
Alexa sets
Yeah.
it for you.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. It's
That's
like
an
if
inspiration to me.
but also like it's a connection thing. Like, cause if my phone's always with me, I might check it.
Right.
So like if we're having lunch, I can leave my phone in the car. I can turn it off and put it down, just so I'm engaging with you 100%.
Dude, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. You've inspired me. I'd like to think I can try this.
All right, man, give it
Please
a shot.
check in with me in a week and let me know, and I'll tell you if I'm able to. I'm gonna try.
Try
this week.
a couple days.
I'm gonna try to put
Try a
down the
couple days.
phone for at least a couple hours a day.
Yeah, do it. I'm telling you,
Okay.
it feels great.
We do plugs before the Thunder Round, before we get to our weird stories in a moment to wrap this thing up. What would you like to plug? Of course, at Tone Bell. On all social
At Tone
media.
Bell, my Twitter, my Instagram. I'm finally back on Instagram right now. So
You took a break.
I took a break since December. I haven't posted anything since right before Christmas.
Man, you're a digital detox inspiration to me.
Man, I needed it.
You're a digital detox dream.
Thank you, Captain Kazoo.
Kazoo King. Please use my proper nomenclature.
Kazoo. Sorry to be
My
disrespectful.
God. Become a king, and they won't even get.
Wait, what was I forgot the question already.
I don't remember it either. The question was your plugs.
Oh, plugs. Plug.
That's how non-self-promotional and how connected you are. You get a chance to plug, and you're like, I don't even need
TONEBELL, Tone Bell. People call me Tom all the time still.
Tom Bell?
Tom. I get it all the time.
I guess I could sound like that if it blends together. If you say it quick.
Tone. Your
I
mouth
just
does
noticed
something
the TB
different.
on your hat is for Tone Bell. Is it actually printed for you?
No,
it's that team.
That's Tampa Bay.
That's smart.
But I bought it because I got jealous of Joe Coy and Michael Yo and everybody got their.
They're printing their own hats. You're just using existing hats.
Well, I've had this one for years. I started wearing it again because I've seen them wear their hats. So
I wonder if there's a BG I could get going for me. BG.
Oh, you should get you a BG.
Yeah, or I can do GS because it's a Gleib squad, Golden State.
Ooh.
GS.
Ooh.
GS fool.
No, go BG.
BG.
Those are good letters, man.
Those are pretty solid letters. Yeah.
And then the next. Oh, I'm playing. Dude, I played. I think it's coming out in April. There's a show on BET called American Soul, which is like the story of Soul Train.
Oh, I saw the preview for that, dude.
And I'm playing Richard Pryor.
That's insane.
So I'm doing that.
The greatest dream for a comedian?
No, it's scary as fuck.
Did you have to?
Because it's not like when somebody plays Frederick Douglass or like somebody, Teddy Roosevelt. It's like
this is a film.
No.
It's a series.
Yeah, I'm just doing like it's not even about Richard. It really like the story is like Richard takes over hosting once for Don Cornelius because he had to leave. Richard Pryor was in town and was like, "Hey, I'll take over for you." So it's not, and I don't do an impression. I'm not trying to do an impression.
You didn't try to recreate
it at all.
Not even the vibe.
Kind of lanky and the hands and stuff.
Right.
But I didn't try to have a voice. I just played me as a '70s comic.
Right. Okay.
And I did like one little. There's one point where I do go. I think I paid homage to it, but I go. I had to say something like, "What is it?" It's like I go. Don't say it, and I kind of so I had like the squeaky, but just that
good impression.
But just that part.
Your face looked very Richard right there.
Just that part though. That's the only thing I did.
I think you could have nailed the whole impression.
If it was about his life, I would have worked a little like on it. But I told him I was like, I'm not doing an impression, so I don't want it if I'm doing an impression.
Pretty amazing thing.
So I did that. That comes out in April, I believe, and then U.S. versus Billie Holiday will be in the fall. I don't have a date for that yet. I know they're still editing and sweetening that up.
Showtime special.
Showtime special.
Can't cancel this.
It's on Amazon now. It's still on Showtime.
Amazon too. Nice.
Hulu. Did yours make? I know mine went to Hulu. I'm pretty sure. I haven't looked it up. But are you on Hulu?
Mine did not go to Hulu. It's on Amazon.
It's on Amazon. I've seen it on Amazon.
Neurotic Gangster, and it's now also on YouTube for free. Anybody can watch it the whole hour.
Did you put it up there?
Free.
They put it up there.
I convinced the guy that made it and who owns it to put it up there because that's the way a lot of people are blowing.
I might have to do that too. Then
it's a good idea.
When'd you do that?
Just like 3 weeks ago.
Okay. Well, then now it's possible.
Yeah.
All right.
Everything's possible now.
Hey man, Kazoo King gets shit done.
The Kazoo King changes the world.
Yeah.
And the Kazoo King changes the segments from Twitter answers to bring it home with the Thunder Round. An 8-year-old wins $200 worth of cannabis products at a youth hockey tournament. In British Columbia, a grandfather is questioning whether it's appropriate to offer cannabis prizes and raffles after his 8-year-old grandson bid and won a stash of $200 of pot products.
I mean, if it's legal.
Edibles. But it's only legal if you're 19 or over in Canada.
Oh, you have to be 19 in Canada?
Yep.
You have to be 18 here?
Uh-huh. I think so.
But then you can be 16 and drink up there, right?
I don't know the answer to that, but it sounds about right for Canada because they're just cold and you need something to warm you up.
They got to allow it.
What age do you think someone should be exposed to weed for the first time?
Like forcing it, they should have it?
Not forcing, but letting them. I don't think we should ever force feed weed to people, but what should they be allowed?
I'm going to say 22. I'm going to say 22. Like, if you're to smoke by yourself.
Yeah.
22.
22?
Because if you start drinking at 21, or technically start drinking at 21, figure that out first.
I smoked weed the first time when I was 17. Maybe 16.
I think I was 15.
But you don't believe others should have to wait 7 more years to hit the weed?
In order to buy and smoke by yourself. Like, if you're going to be a everyday smoker,
right?
I think 22.
20 after college.
After college. No, you can be in college. I think 18, you could, if like me and all my roommates go by, it has to be a group. I need to see 4 IDs. Just so somebody has
hard to enforce legislation.
Somebody has to be the best driver if you're going to be high.
I love that you have to be in a group. This is a very unique approach to it.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Woman discovers plant she's been watering for 2 years is actually plastic. Fox 9 reports. She had this succulent, was very excited. She was cleaning it. She was watering it.
Why would you tell somebody else that?
Right?
Even if you have, why would you tell the world?
I don't know. And somehow she goes viral with it. She goes viral apparently after she tried to shift pots, realized it was in styrofoam with sand glued to the top.
Hilarious.
You ever thought a plant was real that was
Yeah.
You
My mom used to have this plant. I thought was fake the whole time, and it was one of those huge like almost like waxy magnolia leaves type thing.
Yeah,
it was an indoor plant though, and she used to take Miracle Whip or mayonnaise or something and like and she like coat the top of the leaf so it'd be like lustrous and shiny. And
the plant looked beautiful. Your living room smelled horrible.
But it was real. But I thought it was fake for a long time.
Wow. Oh, it was real.
It was real.
Oh, but it was so shiny it looked fake.
I thought it was fake.
Interesting.
Yeah. So
Parents allowed an 11-year-old to drive a car because they were sick of him playing Grand Theft Auto all day. In the UK, 11-year-old boy was driving a car, got pulled over by the police in Blackpool, the home of Chris Carter from the UK Brain Trust, of course.
I feel like that kid probably won weed at a raffle.
Yeah, very likely. Very likely. Should kids even be allowed to play Grand Theft Auto? I think that should be 22.
22.
22 on
22.
That. Shouldn't be allowed to murder people and beat people with a baseball
You can probably
bat.
learn a lot from Grand Theft Auto. Kids probably
learn the wrong things.
I mean,
wrong habits.
But if you grow up super sheltered, that's how you get your street smarts.
You think Grand Theft Auto?
Maybe.
You also got 11-year-olds high driving
you
the
can learn.
streets.
I mean, you can learn L.A. from Grand Theft Auto because
They have reproductions of everything.
Yeah.
They have the Comedy Store in Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
That was cool to go into the Comedy Store.
D'Elia was in the game.
Was he?
No, I don't know.
I was still not on the wall, even in the game, even in the video game version.
Are you on the wall?
No.
I'm not. I'm
You're
not
not on the
on the wall. Yeah.
Is it ever going to happen for us? It's ridiculous.
I've given up my hope.
Me too.
I'm giving up hope on it.
At the moment, unless I.
But you work up there more than me, though.
I don't work there that much. I play a lot of the outside produced shows, but never.
That's
all we can do.
That's my normal too.
I think it's only going to happen when we become like superstars.
Yeah.
That's the only time we're going to become regular. They're going to put us on the wall and be like, "We've always loved you here." Really?
I'm gonna put my name on the wall.
I thought about bringing white out
in a different font.
I thought about bringing white out to see if anybody notices, dude. Has anybody ever done it? Just white it out.
I got a mess. Somebody's had to.
Must have happened. Two last things here. I think we got good ones to end this puppy on.
Yep.
An Iranian cleric, Ayatollah Tabrizian, has written extensively on something he calls known as violet leaf oil, which he says has miraculous properties. And he's telling people it can cure the coronavirus if you apply the oil, the essential oil, to your anus. That's what the guy believes. You look a little skeptical.
I trust it.
You blindly trust it.
I trust it.
You're just willing to experiment.
I just like you just kind of, when did you get to the anus?
When did he get to it?
You know what I mean? It's like you don't start with the anus.
Right. He
so
tried
it's like,
everywhere else.
Do you go nose, ears, mouth,
knees and toes, and then anus?
Yeah. Like do you like?
He was rolling around in coronavirus, re-exposing himself.
Or was that like a buddy going like, nah, man, you got to put that up your butt?
I think it's probably buddy because it's really hard to try multiple places for that kind of a thing. I think he probably just had a friend that encouraged him.
So what do you do? Like put it on a tampon and then get it in there so it can stay? Or how?
I think you just rub it on there because apparently this man has been recommending consuming copious amounts of brown sugar, burning wild rue, I don't know what that is, inhaling snuff, and his 8th tip, I don't know what the other 4 are, but before bedtime, there's the answer, drench some cotton like you thought. Drench some cotton in violet oil and apply it onto your anus. Would you try if it would keep you free of coronavirus?
How much is this violet oil? Is it
I'm
called
sure
violet?
You could afford it. You have 50,000 TV shows. You could probably afford some oils. I think you could probably afford anus oil, Tone. That's the roadblock for you? How much do I have to pay for this oil? Keeps you safe from death.
Yeah, I would try it, but I'm not telling anybody about it.
Dude, let me just say, why do you think I'm not afraid of traveling through this corona outbreak? I've been anus oiling since day 1 of the outbreak, dude.
I don't even like checking. Mm-hmm. You know, you got to do it. I do it. Do you ever check your butt? I check my butt.
Not often.
I check my butt.
You're looking like in a mirror?
Yeah.
Very hard to get the angle for me. It's very hard.
My mirror's high, so I literally have to go to my guest
stand
room.
on the bath and stuff.
I got to go to my guest room that has like a full length.
Yeah.
So it's not even inappropriate.
It's not like how often are you checking?
I check probably once a day.
What? I check once every 5 years.
I check. You need to go see your doctor.
Dude, I'm fine. I wash like crazy. I have a shower with an extra handle.
I do it to make sure I nothing like, you know, even though I use baby wipes.
Sure.
But
you got to use baby wipes.
But I don't want. I'm trying to make sure nothing was.
Yeah.
You know, was caught. Like the Charmin commercials. You know, when they have like the bear with the little.
Look, if things about to go to downtown Chinatown, I will either freshly shower or I'll check. But if there's
it's weird to check though.
If there's no chance for female interaction, I just
You
trust
let it.
myself.
You let it ride.
I trust myself.
Yeah, I mean that's usually what I do it for, to make sure that like
so you
just in
just
case.
every day have the potential to hook up. The life of a
You just
single
never
man.
know,
The
man. You
life
never
of a
know.
single man.
You
Lucky
never know.
dog. Once every 3 months, I have to worry about it. And our final story: an airman is demoted for peeing in the office coffee maker. The Anchorage Daily News reports a Joint Base Elmendorf-Richardson airman was demoted and received a letter of reprimand. Formal for this kind of a thing to receive a letter for peeing in his squadron's office coffee maker.
That's
among
hilarious.
other violations of the Uniformed Code of Military Justice. Formally charged as a violation of Article 92, dereliction of duty. The unnamed airman knew or should have known to refrain from urinating in the squadron coffee maker. I would say definitely should have known.
Should have known.
Should have known in all circumstances. He received the letter of reprimand as well as a demotion to Airman Basic. A pretty basic move for sure.
I'd have made him drink it.
That's the solution. That's the punishment for that. The whole pot. The whole pot.
However many ounces you dropped, that's how much you drinking.
And then I think he's sentenced to the rest of his term in service to a daily application of coronavirus preventing anus oil. I think that's the move.
What you do is you put the oil in like paintball balls, and then you make him sit up, anus out.
I got to tell you how impressed I am with how many creative applicator styles you already have.
So he has
in
to drink
mind.
the pee. He has to drink his own pee.
Oh, then you shoot.
And then that's
shoot
how
a
he
paintball.
That's how he has to. There's no cotton ball for him.
He gets it shot in there with a paintball gun.
And we bring in beret snipers. We bringing in.
Well, that's nice. At least you're going snipers
accurate.
that have good angle.
Accurate, because you don't want. Look, man, he didn't. It wasn't his ball's fault. You don't
That's
want.
a fair point.
You want.
His balls have nothing to do with this.
Yeah,
and they should be
he
left
just has
out.
to learn a lesson. You don't want to hurt him, but you want to
understand
learn a
that.
lesson. Yeah.
Yeah, just fire a paintball soaked in essential oils.
From 50 yards away.
From
He
50.
he can't see it coming.
Oh, my God. Yeah. I think that's probably the great place to end the podcast. Tone Bell, thank you for being here.
Absolutely, baby.
Real blast. 1940 Tuesday soon.
Kazoo King, man. Look, I'm happy you invited me.
Absolutely. I'm happy you did it. Our dogs are friends.
Oh, man,
We're
they
gonna
are
have
loving
play
each
dates
other.
soon. I got to come see your place and see the picture on the wall.
Yeah, you got to come check it out.
Like, I know I have a great house, but we got to mix it around.
Yeah, man.
Love it. 1940 Tuesday soon. We're gonna get our drink on.
Next week. We'll do it next week.
I'm a fan.
All right.
Until last week, next week. This has been Last Week on Earth. Bamble.
Dope.